is just way too much going on. Too much, too fast, too crazy. And it's all been what? Just like a week? Oh my God. I'm so not ready for this. You got all these different things happening in the Diddy trial. We can't even cover all of it, but we're going to get into something. Then you got inmates escaping from prison.
Yeah.
You got
still on the run.
Still on. Oh gosh, some of them are still on the run. It's crazy. Then you got Remy and Pap. Too much. It's too much. We shouldn't even know this much about this stuff. What else going on? Tory Lanez. Anyway, we're gonna get all into this on today's show. Before we get, let's go ahead. Oh, wait, before we get into it, I just want to say congratulations to the New York Knicks. They finally won one of them games against the Pacers, and it was good. It was a good game. So congrats to the New York Knicks. All right, I'm ready to go. Let's go to our wheel so we can go figure out which topic we're gonna cover first.
So there are a couple weird things about that too. I don't really want to get into all of it.
Do I care about this story? Like a good one now, Will. Give us something to listen to. Well, guess it's that. Remy Ma and Papoose. Where do we start? How about with TMI? That's a lot. Do we need to know all that stuff about them?
I guess not.
Gosh. Well, we know now, so I'll have to put these worms in y'all ears. So y'all probably know there's been this little back and forth. And it all seems to have started with just a Breakfast Club interview with Claressa Shields. She just goes on a Breakfast Club doing a regular interview because that's what people who are celebrities do. And then in the interview, I guess they ask her if, like how things go with her and Pat. And then she just randomly brings up this elephant in the room. And of course, the elephant in the room is that he's still married to Remy. Yeah. And I guess I can say, oh, hell breaks loose after that. So the next thing happens is Remy Ma just immediately joins the chat and she has something to say. What are we going to show them first?
First, we could start with the fact that
he
filed for a divorce. That was earlier this week.
I think that came a little later than the first things, but he did file for a divorce because in her little response, she was saying how he didn't sign the divorce papers. So he comes up with, he's like, well, here, boom, here we go. Now, Claressa Shields went in the interview first. Then Remy had a response. She didn't make a video. She tweeted.
Right, yeah.
She tweeted first. I don't even know. Do you got a copy of her tweet?
What did she tweet?
She tweeted basically saying that he didn't sign a divorce paper. Just a whole bunch of stuff. Basically, she also said he was broke and some other stuff too.
2008. That's not who this is now. Now he's a wife. Listen, this is what I would like. Papoose, you have my lawyer's information. If you can't afford to retain a lawyer, since your lawyer that the number you gave us has not been retained yet, I told you I'll pay for it. If somebody over there that loves you wants to pay for it, great. That will make me happy. Everything is signed and ready to go. I don't want nothing. I'm not even asking for child support. My daughter's school, her babysitter, her nanny, her gymnastics, her swimming, her dancing, her healthcare, her all of that. I take care of it like I've always done. I don't need anything. It's nothing for you to be like, I don't want to talk about that. It's nothing to be like, so before you even start, like, yeah. We not touching on that. Let's talk about what I have coming up.
And that's basically her saying that she just wants to go just get the divorce and move it on. And I didn't see the date on that, but it seems like right after that is when the filing came up. I feel like something came in between because then Papoose responds to her. But anyway, Anyway, before we even get to this, there's a tweet or whatever where Remy is actually calling Papoose broke and saying that basically she says, of course, because in the interview, Claressa Shields said they love each other. So she says, of course, anybody is going to be in love who needs a place to stay. And she goes on and on and on, and eventually just calls him broke, and that's not fun either. But now we're going to watch his response.
First and foremost, everybody who know me, let's keep it 100. Everybody who know me, you know I don't do this. I don't do none of this corniness. Can y'all hear me? All right, cool. Everybody who know me, y'all know my style. She came on here claiming that, oh, everybody, I don't do this. Yes, you do. This is exactly the only thing you do. You know what I mean? Normally, I wouldn't even entertain this, but the fact that you mentioned my children, I'm not letting that ride. Since this whole situation happened, everybody know I never said nothing. The only time I said something was the last time when she tried to clout chase with the whole fake thing she kind of put on Instagram before. But ever since this transpired, I never opened my mouth, never said nothing because that's not my style. And also, I would never want to disrespect her. Actions speak way louder than words. Initially, when it transpired, which was 2022, when she started dealing with the lane. But that wasn't the first time I caught her cheating. I've caught her cheating numerous times since she's been home. With the lane, the reason, but hold on, let's get to the point. We're gonna get to the lane later. You had the audacity to mention my child, and you had the audacity to mention me not seeing my daughter, when ever since I left, she has not allowed me to see my daughter. She's been straight miserable. I'm gonna say it again. All men out there who ever been through this type of situation, you know how it gets when you're dealing with a miserable individual. She did not allow me to see my daughter since this first transpired at the end of last year. Blatantly, I went to pick my daughter up from school. When I went to pick my daughter up from school, Diamond was picking my daughter up because that's who has my daughter all the time. And that was one of the biggest issues I had with her, because all my daughter know is mommy and daddy. She was raised with both parents. That's all she know from day one, since the womb. Our entire lives has been documented. What goes on with these celebrities is they like when y'all come on their page and y'all like their posts. They like when y'all spend y'all money on their concerts, on their music. They like when y'all make them rich. So y'all become fans and y'all follow the journey of these celebrities for years and years and years, right? As y'all follow the journey of these celebrities, you basically become a part of their life, because you've been following them for 10 years, 15 years sometimes. You've been a fan of a celebrity or artist. But soon as something happens, the first thing they say to the fans is, you don't know me, right? Soon as something get out there bad that they don't want you to know about, the first thing they say is, oh, you don't know my life? Yes, they do. They know y'all know us very well. And the reason why I'm saying that is because don't allow none of these celebrities to fool you. When you hear a rumor that comes out, it's true. We are human, just like y'all, the audience, the supporters. You stayed out with the lane. You want to talk, and you stayed out with the lane while your daughter was crying for you. Tears. Also, she wanted to talk about all of this money talk and all of this and what I don't got and what I got. Since I met her, I have written 90% of the rhymes that came out of her mouth. And with me saying that, I want to say this to y'all. Anyone who has an iPhone, you know how iPhones work. When I was younger, I used to be able to write rhymes in my head, create rhymes in my head, and remember them. Just like that. As time went on, I got a little older, I started to write rhymes in my email draft. Now, if you have an iPhone, you go in your email draft, if anybody come around me and we're in the flesh next to each other, I can type in any word from one of her songs and her entire rap will come up. The entire verse will come up. I never asked for a penny. I never asked for credit. She was my wife. I didn't want anything from her. I just wanted to see her win. Like I said, I have written 90% of the rhymes that came out of her mouth since I met her. Y'all said it. Y'all said it numerous times. Oh.
All right, so I just want to say something about that. I actually, about the him writing her rhymes part, in my mind, I was like, I think I mentioned it to you where I was like, well, he should be getting residuals from all of that. But he just said he didn't even ask for nothing. So he just did it like, just to do it. And now he's not getting anything from it. Like he's not even benefiting from writing those
I guess he was benefiting while he was married to her that way.
Like, yeah, so
I
it was
guess
just
he had
like a
nothing
favor
to show that he was doing it.
Oh, well, he might have learned. He might have learned a new lesson.
Also, do you believe that
he wrote 90% of her rhymes?
Yeah.
You want my real answer?
Yeah. Well,
I believe it's possible. I mean, Papoose is a lyricist.
Yeah, I'm believe for sure he did. He's a rhyme writer. So,
yes, he's a rhyme writer, and and I can't put it past him. I can't say that it ain't. I don't have any reason not to believe it. Let's put it that way.
Right,
and especially if he was doing it because, like he said, she was his wife, and he wanted to see her win.
And when she came out of prison, she was writing like. Her raps is way better than it was before she went in. Like as far as the bars and the lyrics and stuff, not the song, but like the lyricalness of the song.
Shoot, I ain't gonna lie. I'm thinking about going back to school. I done wrote essays for people who I wasn't even married to. Like we just in a relationship. I want you to graduate. Let me write your whole essay and you write your name. I mean, I know that's not what you're supposed to do, but it happens. And I didn't want nothing from it. I just wanted him to graduate and get it. I just wanted him to get good grades. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it happens. So that's why I'm just like, I don't put it past him. Like, it's not like I don't think it's possible. But hey.
Should I keep playing or move on?
What did he say? Anything else significant? I know he said he wrote. The biggest thing was that he ain't broke and he wrote 90%.
And then they wrote something in the comments like he wrote Sheether. It was like, yeah, I wrote that one pretty much.
I always thought he wrote Sheether. When I heard Sheether, I bet you Pat wrote that.
Really? You didn't think Remy wrote that?
I thought she might have had something to do with it, right? And I thought she might have been like, this is what I want to say. And he was like, we'll say it like this.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, so... but I believe it. And I believe that happened a lot. I believe she knew what she wanted to say in the rhyme and he just made it good. Like, he made the bars for it. So, I mean, it could be true. It could be not true. But what reason does he have to lie? He don't seem to be lying about nothing else.
They at odds. But I guess he don't have a real reason to, that would be the thing.
Yeah. So, I mean, oh gosh. It is messy. It is messy, but all right, he said a lot. That was a long, long stream that he had, but we don't need to get into all of the little things. We could go into what she said about him not getting to see the daughter.
Daughter around the pedophiles that's over there? One of your adopted sisters, knowingly, y'all all know about it over there, touching on kids. And that's why she ain't never been over there. That's why she don't know them. And you agreed with it when we were together. Hence why my daughter ain't never really go over there like that. So don't try to sit here and spin and act like, oh, the same one whose sister is in the shade room comments popping shit. Worry about your pedophile sister that y'all are protecting over there on that side of the family. Okay? Okay? Yes, I'm going there. I'm gonna go there with y'all every time.
So as y'all can see, that was a lot, right? And then, and now we go back to the divorce where she claims that he was refusing to sign, but he's saying that he tried to, I guess someone of them said they tried to reconcile. But anyway, this is Papoose's thing. What does it say? This was so easy to file for divorce. Why hasn't she done it? Pump faking. The only reason why I haven't filed previously is for the sake of my daughter. She has to go to school. When two individuals behave like civilized adults, you can get a divorce peacefully, privately. And that was my intentions. But when a person wants to be bitter and clout chase, it turns into a circus, which can lead to embarrassment for my child. But you just lied for an hour straight. But actions speak louder than words. Lies. He said that a little while ago. You just called me yesterday trying to get back with me, and I said no. Oh,
no, wow.
You believe that?
No.
Again, it's just like, does he have a reason to lie about it?
I think he is a little bit petty, just like her. So I don't know. I don't see why she would do that.
But he's right by calling it a circus, because it is a circus. That is too much.
She also was saying things like she never she been wanted to not be with him even when she got out of prison. It's like she was pretty much like, can we just break up? Like she was pretty much saying they would just be together for whatever reason, for the black love image thing, even though she wanted to move on according to her.
All right, so we know his live, he accused her of cheating. We didn't even get into all that. He started talking about how he knocked him out or whatever. But it was just a lot. But y'all already seen that. That happened in the past. But so the guy who she moved on to, is she still with him?
Easy, the block captain. I'm assuming it seems like it.
Okay,
which is why I don't think she would try to get back with Papoose.
We know he's a battle rapper,
right?
And but one of them man said the only reason why she stayed with him is because she had to stay with him because he knocked her out. I think he said that in his live. That she said she only stayed with him because because Papoose knocked Easy the Block Captain out, and then she had to stay with him to make sure he didn't tell, and then he. Eventually we found out that he moved on, started dating Claressa Shields, which is a boxer. Anyway, did she level up?
Did who level up?
Remy.
No, how was that a level up?
It's not. Did Papoose level up?
I don't know. Possibly. He didn't do bad.
He didn't do worse, but she did worse.
Yeah.
Right? At least we can agree on that. He just didn't do worse, right?
Yeah.
All right. It's just like, but I think, either way, females, they're gonna have their little back and forth. I feel like Claressa Shields made some extra tweets too. We just didn't get them, but it was like little tweets here and there.
And we didn't have what she said on the Breakfast Club. Like,
we didn't have that, baby. It wasn't much,
but you explained it already. Yeah.
Like we didn't really need a video of that because it was like real quick, and but it was triggering, and which just makes me think that somebody still has feelings for somebody. Because why was that such a trigger? I mean, it was like a little. She said we love each other, and the elephant in the room. But it made like a response come real fast, like which means because I was about to be like, oh, I didn't think nothing was gonna happen. When I heard her say it, I was like, oh shoot, she said something. I didn't think we were gonna get all of this action afterwards. Like all of the action afterwards was a surprise to me.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. So it was just like, which made me think feelings, like a quick action, quick response like that is usually because of feelings. Like I care about this. Like I care about what's happening. I mean, they both might care because they both seem to be passionate in their little live streams or whatever they were doing. I don't know what she said, but clearly Claressa Shields felt the need to like say, I'm gonna say what I want to say.
They both be talking to themselves.
Just be tweeting.
Yeah.
Just to be tweeting, just so the audience can see it.
It said, Remy mama say what the F I want to say. We gonna have a family. Yes, we happy. And yes, you still invited to barbecue.
Good cookout.
As long as we have a good attitude, leave me and Pap alone. Nobody worried about you. Yes, I'm 30, not 18. You want to come to a fight or something? Okay. I know what she was responding to with that, but I don't know if it's here. Because she said
something about being a 30-year-old.
This is weird. This is what Remy Ma said. She said if you're 30 and allegedly just met someone 8 months ago that's 47 years old that I knew since you were 10 and I was married to them when you were 13, she said a lot. He has 4 biological children, age 28, 29, 25, 24, one soon to be 25, and a 6-year-old baby. Oh, that's how the youngest is 6. A newborn, while finally agreeing to divorce 18 hours and 54 minutes was significant of the time 3 seconds ago. Please refrain from speaking, Remy Ma. That's what she said.
And then they had the shit emoji. That was a lot to say, but that was what she tweeted.
Yeah.
I mean, that was what she responded to what Remy tweeted all about that. But yeah, but again, it's messy. It's a whole situation. It's going back and forth. It's too much.
Yeah.
Again, we shouldn't know that much about what they're going through, but we do. So it's entertaining. So here we are talking about it. But that's actually, I'm ready to be done with that though.
All right.
We can move on to the next topic. You want to end it here and
yeah, I guess so.
Start a new one? All right, and here we're going to come back with a new video with a new topic. All right. Thank you for watching Really Speaking. I'm NY Tasha.
I'm Demi J. Thank you for watching.